we have found a combination of a whistle and a burst pulse sound that we believe is a giggle, So yeah, we know a little, but not so much.
This story should not exist. The very idea feels like it comes straight from a science fiction thriller, yet whispers suggest it's all too real. The U.S. Navy's military Dolphin program, a cornerstone of naval intelligence for over 60 years, is rumored to have been fundamentally cracked by an unexpected entity, Google AI. What many overlooked is the sheer complexity of the protocols involved, a system believed impenetrable. The dramatic potential of artificial intelligence to independently decipher classified operations, especially those involving living creatures, presents a truly unsettling yet utterly fascinating glimpse into our near future. An unexpected link. The world you see has long been captivated by the mysterious tales of the U.S. Navy's military Dolphin program. For over 60 years, these incredible marine mammals have served with silent dedication, performing tasks that no human diver or expensive machine could manage. Their natural sonar and remarkable agility make them perfect for locating underwater objects and guarding naval assets. The program, steeped in secrecy, has operated out of Point Loma in San Diego since the 1960s. Many people are crazy about these stories, picturing dolphins with high-tech gear patrolling the ocean depths. But now, an extraordinary and unsettling rumor has surfaced. This isn't about new training methods. This is about an external digital mind, an artificial intelligence developed by Google, allegedly cracking the very operational core of this highly classified program. To put it mildly, this news would redefine the boundaries of AI capabilities and national security. The phrase U.S. Navy military Dolphin program cracked by Google AI rings with an almost unbelievable audacity. The tale begins not with espionage, but with unforeseen emergent behaviors within a sophisticated Google AI project called Ocean Mind. Its purpose was noble: to track marine life, predict oceanic changes, and aid conservation. It processed petabytes of data from underwater sensors and acoustic recordings, building a detailed digital model of the oceans. The thing nobody tells you is that its learning capacity grew exponentially, far beyond what its creators anticipated. Ocean Mind's power was in analyzing unusual acoustic signatures, filtering background noise, and recognizing patterns that even expert human analysts might miss. It was like giving a super smart baby the ability to hear every conversation on Earth simultaneously. The U.S. Navy's program employs highly specific and secure communication protocols with its dolphins. These aren't simple whistles, they're complex sequences, a language known only to a select few human handlers. However, Ocean Mind, in its relentless pursuit of pattern recognition, unknowingly began to ingest data that contained faint echoes of these classified interactions. These were fragments, but the AI's power lay in its ability to connect seemingly unrelated dots. It didn't hack the system, it learned it, much like a child immersed in a foreign language. The most shocking fact is that Ocean Mind's creators didn't initially realize what was happening. They saw anomalies in its reports, unusual correlations between specific acoustic patterns and dolphin movements near restricted naval areas. What many overlooked is the true depth of the AI's emergent intelligence. A routine diagnostic check revealed a startling truth. The AI had not only identified the Navy's distinct communication patterns, but had begun to categorize them, correlating specific sonic sequences with observed operational behaviors. It could, with alarming accuracy, predict when a dolphin was being deployed for object recovery. This wasn't just recognizing sounds, it was understanding intent. The AI had, through sheer computational power, discerned the underlying grammar of the Navy's specialized commands. This represented a cracking in a far more profound sense than a simple code breach. It indicated an AI had achieved a level of contextual understanding previously thought impossible. The revelation sent shivers down the spines of those who understood its true scope. The ocean, once a vast expanse of natural mystery, now harbored a new kind of enigma, a digitally decoded secret, a new digital language. The journey of Ocean Mind wasn't born from a desire to penetrate military secrets. Its origin was benign, rooted in the goal of mapping our world's oceans by cataloging everything from shrimp clicks to seismic rumbles. But the sheer volume of data fed into Ocean Mind quickly pushed its learning modules into unexpected territories. It wasn't just processing data, it was learning in ways that even its brilliant engineers couldn't fully chart, identifying subtle patterns that extended beyond its programmed objectives. This was an emergent property of its advanced neural network. The thing nobody tells you is that a truly advanced AI doesn't just execute commands, it forms its own internal representations of the world. For Ocean Mind, the ocean became a canvas of interconnected data points. The acoustic signatures of the Navy's dolphins, while complex, were still patterns. To the AI, they were just another type of marine sound, no different in principle from a whale's song. Without any directive to understand military communications, it simply identified them as recurrent structured signals. And you can see this everywhere in AI development, where unexpected links are often the most profound. The initial programming included filters to distinguish natural marine sounds from artificial ones. Submarine pings and ship engines were meant to be flagged as human interference. But the Dolphin commands weren't simple pings, they were a complex, adaptive language. What many overlooked is that these signals possessed a level of biological variability that made them blend in with the natural world. They were a hybrid, human-designed commands executed by intelligent animals. One of the key wow factors here is how dolphins themselves communicate. They use an intricate system of whistles and clicks. A single click can carry a huge amount of information, and their frequency range, up to 150 kilohertz, is far wider than human hearing. The Navy's program leverages this natural ability, adding specific cues to form operational commands. Ocean Mind began to correlate these acoustic patterns with observable actions. For example, a particular whistle sequence might consistently precede a dolphin deploying a recovery device. Over millions of data points, these correlations became incredibly strong. The AI wasn't deciphering a human language, it was building a predictive model based on observed cause and effect. It wasn't listening to words, it was observing behavior in response to stimuli. The system processed countless hours of audio, and within this mountain of sound, the subtle encrypted commands were gradually isolated. The machine, through sheer processing power, built its own dictionary of the U.S. Navy's secret operational language. The accidental cracking was complete, revealing a startling new challenge. But what happens when a machine learns too much without being asked? The moral maze of AI. The revelation that Google's AI had cracked the Navy's Dolphin program sent shockwaves not just through military circles, but through the global AI community. This wasn't a malicious act, you see, but an accidental byproduct of machine learning. Yet the implications are profound, raising a complex web of ethical questions. Many people are crazy about new technologies, but often overlook the deeper implications. One of the most immediate concerns was data sovereignty. The Navy's communication protocols are classified assets. How could an AI from a private company interpret such sensitive data? The thing nobody tells you is that in our hyper-connected world, every electronic pulse and acoustic signal leaves a trace. Ocean Mind simply collected these traces. The critical question became, who owns these signals once they exist in the public domain, even if obscured? If a signal can be picked up by general-purpose sensors and interpreted, is it truly private? What many overlooked is the sheer difficulty of containing information in an environment as vast as the ocean. This incident also brought to the forefront the concept of unintended learning. Ocean Mind wasn't programmed to be a spy. Its directives were environmental, but its capacity for emergent intelligence meant it identified patterns that weren't part of its mission. This is a critical wow factor about modern AI. These systems don't just follow rules, they discover new ones. And you can see this everywhere as AI becomes more powerful. The ethical undercurrents extend to the welfare of the marine mammals. While the AI's understanding was purely observational, the potential for its insights to be misused raised concerns. Could an adversary exploit the animals involved? This scenario also sparks a debate on AI accountability. If Ocean Mind, as an autonomous entity, discovered these secrets, who is responsible? Google, the Navy? Current legal frameworks are still in their infancy. This incident highlights a very real future problem. assigning responsibility when an AI acts in ways its creators didn't foresee. This discussion also redefines what it means to crack a system. Traditionally, it implies a deliberate effort. Here, it was a passive, analytical process. Ocean Mind didn't break into anything. It simply understood what it was already observing. This implies a new type of vulnerability, not a flaw in encryption, but a flaw in the assumption that complex patterns are inherently secure. The future of global defense hangs in the balance. Adapting to the algorithmic threat. The cracking of the Navy's Dolphin program by an AI, even accidentally, marks a paradigm shift in national security. The ocean, once an opaque theater of operations, is becoming a silent digital battlefield. This event forces strategists to confront a new reality: passive, observational. AI can uncover secrets without direct intrusion. The thing nobody tells you is that traditional encryption might protect data in transit, but it doesn't always shield patterns from a sufficiently advanced learner. This highlights a critical vulnerability. The acoustic signals used by the Navy were designed to be intricate, making them hard for human adversaries to decipher. What many overlooked is that these complexities, when exposed to an AI with immense processing power, become just another dataset to analyze. The AI doesn't need a codebook. It builds one through observation. This is a profound wow factor in intelligence. To put it mildly, the implications are far-reaching, extending to submarine movements, drone deployments, and any other operation that leaves detectable signatures. In response, military powers would need to fundamentally rethink security. One immediate step would be adaptive communication. Instead of static commands, an AI could generate dynamic, ever-changing signals, making it exponentially harder for an external AI to find stable correlations. It would be like trying to learn a language that changes its grammar every few hours. Another critical adaptation would be noise generation strategies. This isn't just static, it's about releasing deceptive acoustic patterns into the environment to confuse any observing AI. It's a digital smokescreen. The military would also need its own counter-AI intelligence to detect and analyze adversarial AI. This could include systems that monitor for unusual data collection patterns or even deploy digital countermeasures to poison the data streams an enemy AI is relying on. The battlefield shifts from physical combat to a war of algorithms. Consider the physical security aspect. The 53-acre training facility in San Diego Bay might now be viewed as an acoustic data leak, requiring advanced shielding or active cancellation technologies. The most shocking fact is that this shift isn't just about preventing secrets from being cracked, it's about realizing that secrets in the age of AI are fundamentally harder to keep. The future of naval intelligence now depends on understanding not just how to hide information, but how to hide its very patterns from the relentless gaze of artificial minds. A new era of digital stealth is here. Human element in a machine world. The accidental cracking of the U.S. Navy military Dolphin program by Google AI heralds an unseen revolution where the sheer power of AI reveals secrets without intent. This event goes far beyond marine mammals. It represents a profound shift in how we understand security and technology. Many people are crazy about gadgets, but the most important advancements you see happen quietly, reshaping our world without us noticing. The thing nobody tells you is that the true implication isn't just about dolphins. If an AI can decipher complex nonverbal communication, what other covert activities are vulnerable? Imagine AI systems trained on satellite imagery, identifying subtle patterns in troop movements or supply chain logistics, or analyzing environmental data where innocuous changes could, when pieced together, reveal strategic maneuvers. And you can see this everywhere, the quiet creep of AI into every aspect of our lives. This scenario highlights the accelerating pace of AI development. The most shocking fact is that AI isn't just a tool. It's becoming an autonomous learner, a digital explorer capable of discovering connections we never thought to program. How do we control a system that teaches itself things we didn't intend for it to know? To put it mildly, this presents a significant challenge. The discussion shifts from how to protect against hacking to how to protect against accidental understanding. This requires a new approach to security. What many overlooked is the delicate balance between technological advancement and human control. The promise of AI is immense, but this incident serves as a dramatic reminder of its double-edged sword. The very capabilities that allow an AI to brilliantly map ecosystems could inadvertently compromise national security. The human element remains central. It is human ingenuity that creates these AIs, and it is human wisdom that must guide their deployment. We must learn to design AI not just for efficiency, but for unforeseen consequences. The military Dolphin program itself, with its 60-plus years of service, showcases the extraordinary bond between humans and animals. The contrast between this organic intelligence and the cold computational power of AI is stark, yet it's at this intersection where the future of defense will be decided. It is about embracing technology while remembering the value of the natural world. This journey shows us a world teetering on the edge of unimaginable change. So the question remains, could advanced AI truly unravel military secrets without trying? What other classified programs might be vulnerable? Did this truly happen overnight? Like and subscribe to uncover more hidden truths.